Commercial Partners, it was important for us to be identified with something in the financial market. And we thought that educating the investing public about the macro trends in the economy was important for us. And we thought that we could make this an annual event. And for some of our products, we could do periodic seminars just to continue to enlighten the investing public. The Bible says that my people perish for lack of knowledge. We're able to identify that what the retail sector lacks is actually the knowledge about some of those products in the market and how accessible those products are. So for us at Commercial Partners, we thought that this was important for us to be seen as a supporter to the development of the financial market via education. Then from education, then we'll be talking about innovation, coming up with products to support the learning for those people that have actually taken time out to learn through that process and to learn through the product. So for us, this is going to be an annual event. This is the maiden one, the first one. All right. Going forward, we'll be having an annual event on conferences like this to enlighten our investors, our customers, about macro trends and how it impacts on their wealth, how it impacts on their businesses, and generally how it impacts on their prosperity.
Let's talk about TradeFight. To what extent is it going to be a major game changer for the debt capital market? And give us more details about the features.
I like the word game changer, or the phrase game changer. And I think TradeFight is going to change the landscape, investing landscape in the financial market. TradeFight obviously is a disruptive, innovative product. It's meant to disrupt the convention right now. The convention is people send emails or walk into branches just to invest in government securities. And that's a very tedious exercise. With TradeFight, we bring in convenience. That means, at the comfort of your homes, you can actually go on that hub, on the hub, and begin to invest or trade in it. And we thought that it was important for us that for people to really understand or want to invest through this hub in government securities, they need to understand the product itself. So the first window or the first component of TradeFight is education. And we're very big on education, because we understand again that the investing community, when they begin to understand and have the level of knowledge that we think will be comfortable for them to begin to invest in government securities, then you'll begin to gather traction. You will see huge traffic going through, not just on our mobile hub, but again in the entire financial market. So we are heavy on education. So one component on TradeFight is education. It's an e-learning process that people would go through, the users would go through to understand the fixed income market. Then after that, we move into simulation. Simulation is a gaming environment where you will be given virtual money, dummy money to play around with, and you would have events that are similar to life events that would change the price actions, that would activate, the price is moving. And you'll be able to understand that when anytime in the market you hear or you see news filtering into the market, how does it impact on your position? How does it impact on your portfolio? How does it impact on the asset you're holding? So all that, dynamics will come into simulation. After simulation, you move into activation. Activation is the real life. That's the real deal. So you want to be sure that you've gone through the first two windows. That is the e-learning window, which is basically to enlighten you, to educate you, and the simulation, which is meant to give you a morale boost, some level of confidence. Then you now move into activation. That is where you begin to really invest. In activation, we've made it so convenient for everybody. In activation, there is a genie concept. The genie concept is basically to guide you and tell you that if you are lost for any reason, you can ask questions from the genie. So the genie is a fantastic product, or is a fantastic concept from our own point of view, and is meant to guide you through how to invest and why you are investing and at what point should you exit. But I must mention that the genie holds no liability, but it's just to guide you.
Okay. Finally now, let's talk about Commercial Partners. For those who are learning about you for the first time, what do you do? And tell us about the products that you have on offer.
So Commercial Partners is an investment banking firm. And Our dream is to move away from the borders of Nigeria into Africa and have our footprints in Africa. There are three broad categories of verticals inside Commercial Partners. So we have the trading pillar, you have the investment pillar, and you have the third one, which is advisory. On the trading, all right, you trade, we have trading in fixed income, trading in equities, and trading in derivatives. Some people would argue that derivatives is still alien to this country, but we thought that a journey of 1,000 miles starts with, a right step in the right direction. And that's why we've decided to create, a shop or a desk for derivatives. The corporate clients of today, all right, are suffering from the fact that they do not have that sound knowledge about how to risk manage their position. So derivatives now comes into place to help them. And the way we're going about this, our approach about this, is to start with education. Still coming back to education. We believe that we need to enlighten the corporate treasurers, the corporate risk managers, the corporate settlement guys, that they need to understand the dynamics of derivatives. So our first point of call would be to go into this corporate world, corporate treasurers, and meet all these corporate clients and begin to educate them with the basic stuff inside derivatives. Then from there, we now begin to talk about execution of trades. Execution of trades will come much later. But the most important thing right now is education. Then the second pillar is investment. Investment, you have two subdivisions under investment. One is the asset management firm. Then the other one is the principal investment, which is similar to private equity or similar to venture capital. We thought that it was important for us to have complementary businesses. So we cannot just be known to be a trading firm. No, we are not just a trading firm. We are an investment banking firm. So we have trading, which is a good arm. Then the second arm is investment. So under investment, what we thought about doing is, if we are going to be known in the private equity space, we should have a portfolio of companies that will be the point of reference. So the point of reference for us means that we need to create two portfolio of companies or three portfolio of companies that the investors, who are the people that have the deep pocket and they are looking for where to invest, and you have the investee companies or the people with business ideas, and they're looking for the guys that would help them to bridge the gap between their ideas and the deep pocket guys. So we come in between. And for these two people to come and even have a chat with us, it's important that they understand that we have already done something and we have a portfolio of reference. So we came up with two brilliant ideas, and that is a tech company called Comercio Partners Tech Invest. The Commercial Partner Tech Invest is the one driving, the TradeFight. Okay. Then the second company is the Commercial Partners Food Business. So we thought about moving into the food business, and our first product there, or first company there, is a QSR, called 5 Platters. So if you have these two companies, that's TradeFight and 5 Platters, as your portfolio of companies, then you could say to any pool of investors or a group of investee companies or guys with business ideas that yes, you've actually done something in the private equity space. Then the third pillar is advisory. Under advisory, we thought about the fact that we should be known, or we should be part of debt origination, equity origination. That's in the debt capital market and the equities capital market. So we thought about the only way we could do that is to secure an issuing house license, which we intend to do in 2018, this year, that we will secure an issuing house license. So we were part of origination, whether it's debt instrument or equities. So if we have a foot in the door in origination, in distribution, which is through the asset management and pulling together a group of clients, and in trading, we could call ourselves a firm of repute.